Good morning. All right, so we had a pretty big drop in the pre-market, and what we're looking for now is, let's take a look on the 4-hour. So we had a really big struggle going down and then going up yesterday. Oh, I didn't delete these. It's kind of just been chopping. But the 4-hour really does look like we are going down. So as you can see, we have this gap here, and gaps are really good for liquidity. So we're either gonna hit the gap and pump, or we're gonna go right through, fill the gap, and then pump. So I don't know if anybody noticed, but on our huge come down, what we actually did was we went and we filled the gap on NQ from December 2023. So filling that gap actually pumped us. It brought us all the way up to here. And in between that, we also made other gaps. So as we're going higher and we struggle to break those highs, what we really need is some strong liquidity to push us back up. So let's have a great day today. Let's have some fun and stick to our rules. That's the most important part. So enjoy sticking to your rules with me. Now what we can do is go down to the 15-minute. We have a 15-minute fair value gap here that we rejected out of. We never really touched it on NQ. But we have that 15-minute. We're forming a 1-hour, but I'm not a really big fan of the 1-hour fair value gaps. I really like the daily, the 4-hour, and then we look at 15 minutes for our day trading scalps. So we don't have much liquidity. Our liquidity is mostly below. So if we want to come up and take liquidity, it's probably going to be somewhere here or even up to VWAP. I really don't believe we'll come back for that London high with how much we've dropped, unless we really do not plan on going lower today. Who knows? It's Friday. We don't have any news. So to me, trading with news, I don't really like it, because if we have news at 10 o'clock, then I have to wait for my trade, and I kind of like to be in and out, and a lot of times I see my trade before 10. So it's not too big of a deal for me. I know that a lot of traders really like to trade red folder news, but I don't really see the point. So what I'm looking on at Bookmap today is we have that 5790 level. And if we can look here at the white line, it doesn't really look like it's an algo level. Let me just grab my glasses. Okay, let me just grab and clean my glasses. Give me 1 second. I tried to put the Discord one here because I really wanted to use the Discord on the screen, but when I zoomed in on the ES Discord, it was really blurry. The NQ one looks great. You can see a lot, but on ES it was just so blurry. And if anyone is wondering, I use Alex Think with Bookmap for my Bookmap. I really like the way he has it laid out. He has the global plus, and he filters out the algos, and he's got iceberg orders and a couple other things. I like the noises that it makes. I find it really helps me, because then you can hear. Trading is very, I guess, a lonesome thing, and everything is all in your head, but having all these noises here and the clicks and the iceberg or sellers absorbed, then I find that helps me stay grounded, because it gets me out of my head and back onto the charts. So yeah, we have consolidation. We've got 5790 and then 5752. So let's look at what that looks like on here. So, okay, so 5790 is going to be the swing high here on the 15-minute. And then 5752 is going to be just below that pre-market low. On NQ, we have 750, which is okay. It's that level we had here. So from what I can see, that even though we came down to this level at 8, that we formed this liquidity after. And from that line on here, there's only 30 orders. But the line is, it doesn't look like it's an algo. The order block looks like it could be an algo, but from where that white line is, I'm not really seeing it. So this 260, the white line is all the way over here, which really tells me that it's an algo. When we look at 5790, then the white line is closer to the left side, which tells me that it's just people putting their orders there. And the fact that you see it on the heat map, so nothing there, and then we start to build, really makes you believe that it's more of an order block where people actually have their orders versus an algo. Before I started the stream, there were algos coming in, so orders here being pulled 300, and then down here being pulled 300. And as you can see, we're building 5755, and that white line is over here. So as we look at our CBD, we are red, which means that most people are going short. However, in this one here, it's starting to flip. So we can see right now we've got a lot of buyers in the market. We've got about 4 million. So it's a third of what we have for our aggressive sellers. So we will just wait to see what market open brings us. Okay, look here. 5750. We can see that that line is closer to the left side. So this order block here is being filled with algos currently. So all that we know for that is if we're going to use it as a target, that even though we always front run our TPs, that we really should be looking for that in this scenario. So I got all my accounts set up. Tempted to size up today, but it's not a good idea on a Friday. All right, let's move this over just a little bit. And as you can see, we're going for that order there, that order 5790, which is up here. We've got about 2.5 minutes to market open. Right now we are taking liquidity. I'm gonna move this over here, just so I have more space to see. All right, perfect. So as you know, I really like to gauge the market by the liquidity that we're taking. I find that very important because when we take liquidity, we often go the other way, or we pump or dump through that. And that gives us the opportunity to get into positions. And it also gives us the opportunity to find really good take profits. So I'm not really seeing much SMT here. NQ has broken this high here, but we haven't made it there on ES. But that high is that huge order block here, so we will just see. And look, as we're pumping up here, we're hitting icebergs. So all these little red dots are orders that are hidden from the book. So as we come up and we hit these price levels, then there's either big sell orders or big buy orders there that show themselves. And we might not even be seeing the whole executed order. That 880 could go to 900, could go to 1,000 as the orders are being unleashed. I remember I watched Scott Pulcini. He did a thing on Bookmap, and he was talking about how back in the 90s that you could actually see the orders before Bookmap. You could see the orders and you can see the players that were in the market. So he knew that if he was betting against a big player, that he was more likely to lose. But now all that information we can't see. It's all turned into iceberg orders. So we really got to use those icebergs to help us. Okay, one tick away. We never hit it. Oh, one other thing we have to check before market open. Okay, market opens now. Is our VWAP levels. Go away. VWAP 5808. Let's see. Okay, we're just a little off. But that's okay. Hey, where's my noises? Perfect. So let it come up, let it do its thing, we'll see.
Absorption ES sellers.
And then look, these here, this is absorption.
Stop ES sell.
And as we can see, as we're going up, we're starting to build new orders and go from there. But I'm not about to take a short off a liquidity sweep at market open because we never know. So just to let you know, on this screen here,
Sweep
I have
NQ buyers.
My NQ book map. So 887 right now is a level that we're looking at. And we've got about 27 orders there. But that's not much. I mostly like to find my liquidity on ES because I find ES has a lot more visual liquidity. And we really do go towards that. So look, we had all this algo here. And then look, we started to print. And as you can see, it's printing again. So let's just see what happens. We seem to be struggling. Pretty neutral candle, much more neutral. You guys saw on Monday I took a trade at market open and that did not go well. So all I'm doing is focusing on my rules, as you should be, because that's what makes us profitable. So here, 5795. The orders are building, but that white line is here. So yeah, look at this one. This one is all algo. And even down here. As we go down, the algos have placed their orders. All right, perfect. So we did sweep liquidity at market open, but we are still working on a direction. What is this level? Oh, okay, we can delete that. Perfect. So if we look at the volume, pretty good volume. Just a little bit more aggressive buyers than sellers. But from what I've learned is that the big players in the market, what they really do is they target the liquidity. So if they want to go down, then we have to take big liquidity to the upside. Okay, so we've got another level here on NQ. It's like 930. Just below 925. Yeah, around 930.
Iceberg ES
We
buy.
have orders above price, and then now we're actually building orders below price that we just took.
Absorption NQ buyers.
And as we took them, we absorbed the orders. So let's just watch about 30 seconds now until our 5-minute is created. 20 seconds. We are approaching VWAP. And see, look, big iceberg. It beat it. Oh, look at that iceberg. Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. 5-minute is formed. Let's mark that out. Perfect. So back to the 1 minute.
Stop ES5.
And let's just actually see if we have any fair value gaps. So it looks like we're going to form one.
Absorption NQ sellers. Stop ES5.
That first 5-minute fair value gap, according to ICT, is pretty important. And we did have a really nice pump off of it the other day. I did see that. However, I like to align my fair value gaps with other confluences.
Absorption NQ sellers.
So still just watching bookmap here. We still got some thinning orders coming in above price. We did have a close
Iceberg
above,
NQ buy.
but it's just on the 1 minute. So the 1 minute can create fake outs. And this move up wasn't that strong that I would go long right after that. Nice hammer forming, but we're only taking the liquidity there. We don't have any type of fair value gap. Let's see. No fair value gap. But I'm not seeing VWAP on NQ. Let's actually just see. This could be a good spot. Oh. For bold luck. Let's just see how this candle closes.
Absorption NQ buyers.
About 2 minutes until we have another 5-minute candle formed. But if we look at all the bubbles, we really have big green ones and we kind of have small red ones. See, look, just big green, big green. The CVD is flipped on this. And let's just see what happens. The best thing we can do is be patient. Okay, we have orders here, not an algo. Look, it's all to the side, so that's right at VWAP. People are looking for shorts at VWAP. Okay, let's see if we can find another for value gap. Okay, we got a 2 minute here. Maybe not even a 3 minute yet. Really, if we're going to go long, what we want to see is that hammer candle. Uh, 25 seconds. Oh, I really feel like I want to go long here. To target VWAP. 10 seconds. We'll see how this candle closes. Because everything can change in 10 seconds, especially at market open. Oh, very neutral. Another thing I look for are wicks. We're having wicks to the upside, which means that the buying power is struggling. So let's see now. Do we have any fair value gaps to tap into?
Iceberg ES sell.
1 minute. Okay, here, look, we got a 2. We have a 3. We have a 4. And,
Absorption ES sellers.
all right, I am gonna hit a long here. Oh, I didn't put on my thing. Dang it. Okay. So, let's see. What's that 4 minute?
Absorption NQ buyers.
Oh, we never tapped into it.
All right. Good morning, everyone. It's
Good
Friday.
morning,
How are you doing
Alex.
today?
Okay, look, 3 minute
What a
here.
crazy open. Thank you on our tweets today.
Okay,
Giving us
I gotta go
inputs.
back to the 1 minute time frame. Dang it.
Thank you for everyone showing up today, watching the stream. Make sure you hit that like button. It's part of the cheapest thing you can do to support this channel.
Always hit the like
Really
button.
appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
dang
a crazy morning.
Okay, let me just stop stressing and mark out that fair value gap.
Stop NQ sell.
Oh,
Sweep NQ sellers.
okay, guys, this is not going good for me right now. I should not have panicked. What am I seeing? What am I seeing? Okay, okay, put on the bracket first of all. Put on my bracket order. And let's see if we hold this fair value gap.
Iceberg ES sell.
Truth social media post. Can't call it a tweet, but the message that came out was going to be tariffs for Apple and 50% tariffs for the EU. So I think that's what kind of.
Okay, let's see what happens with this candle.
Morning. And of course, as usual, you know, we got that open market open and everything.
All right, I'm going to cancel this. Oh, we are so early into that candle. Dang, stop loss. Anyway, I really did want to trade without a stop loss because a lot of times what happens is I get wicked out. And I do see that professional traders, what they do is they have a manual stop. So if we have a close below, then they will stop out of the position. But if we just wick, then they hold
You
it.
just gotta follow one.
Scarface does that. Dodgy does that.
I mean, that's
all right, our TP is going to be about here. And we are building consolidation. So we got orders above and below price, but we have this big order block here. So let's just give it a minute. That candle was pretty good. But it doesn't mean that just because we have one green candle.
TPT, their payouts are very fast. They're almost same day. Yeah, once you pass eval, you know that's set up. As soon as you do the 1099 form, the W2 form.
All right, I gotta exit this position.
All that tax information is correct. You should get
okay, buyers are coming in.
Thankfully, they have that information like electronically, so you can submit that information like ASAP. You know, there's no
looking
delay.
good.
So, yeah. It's a very good system.
Stop ES sell.
Oh. Let's look at book map. I'm still seeing buyers. So we don't want to exit the position. And all right, I'm out.
No, the eval, no.
That's all right. It's about 120 ticks, but I only use one micro.
Not the eval, sorry. Misunderstood that.
This was my struggling account, so I'm not even worried about it. But watch us pump now. Oh, we do have a 5-minute fair value gap there. Oh, we formed it.
Iceberg ES buy.
Oh, dang. And yes, what do we got here? It's a terrible candle to go long on. Great job, Samaya. The worst part is that all my trades on NQ
Absorption NQ buyers.
have just been losses. I can do pretty good on ES, but I've just been really struggling with NQ. And which is crazy because before I only used to trade NQ and I would use ES as confluence, but once I started trading the 5 and 15-minute opening range, then I found that ES really respected those levels. All right, 10 seconds until our 15-minute opening range is formed. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys too, I've got to leave early today, so 10:30 our stream will be effectively closing. Oh, I did not. Oh, hold on. I did not do my notes. Okay, so right now what we will do is we will focus on our notes while we watch price.
Sweep ES buyers. Absorption ES sellers. Absorption NQ sellers. Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ buyers. Absorption NQ sellers.
So let's look back at that 5-minute. Yeah, we can really see that we never even closed above, so not very good trade on my part, but that's okay. It's just one trade. And look, we are starting to form a hammer. Okay. Was targeting the op.
Absorption NQ buyers.
And we never closed above on the 5-minute. Perfect. Now let's see what this 5-minute looks like. Oh man. Silly Zamaya, why are you so silly? Alright, back to bookmap. So I'm just watching 837. Two minutes till another 5-minute candle. So yeah, this really could have been our manipulation up. So let's just see what happens.
Stop ES sell.
Because we have this liquidity level here, we have this liquidity level here, and we've got a couple more on ES.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so we're still respecting that 5-minute.
I guess not.
But these neutral candles really
Got scared.
tell us a story.
Damn it, Rage. Yeah, I did send you some money. I think I like 1 Bitcoin.
Absorption NQ sellers.
So about 50 seconds here until this 5-minute is formed, and it'll really tell us about that fair value gap. However, with these two candles here, I'm not expecting much. One, 20 seconds. 20 seconds. So orders building here. Not a lot of algo activity. Okay. Still respected it, but I don't know what to think of those candles. Other than going short. Still seeing lots of buying activity. I see sell bubbles, they turn to buy bubbles. However, if you do want to take a short, this is the place. $20 seconds.
Stop NQ buy.
There you go.
Sweep NQ sellers. Absorption NQ buyers.
So we really respected that 5-minute fair value gap. However, my stop loss just wasn't very good at all. Actually, I didn't even have a stop loss. So as we came up, right here, we hit a big seller. But we're coming back with buyers now. So let's see what happens at the 5,800 level. Let's see what kind of volume we're going to take it with. Because as we look, we're basically just seeing buy volume. A little bit of selling, but mostly buying. No, it didn't take it much.
Yeah, you gotta recognize that they're watermelon. Anybody's associated.
Okay, I'm gonna go short here.
Oh,
I did it again!
Man,
Oh, damn.
this is crazy how much money they're making.
Okay, I'm gonna make my target here. To the end of the 15-minute range.
Madness.
Thank you, Alex. It's hard to hear and talk. Oh, God.
Iceberg NQ buy.
Okay, I'm gonna get out. Alright, at least we're having fun, right? At least I know I'm having fun. Did I send 3? No, I didn't. I sent only 1. Alright, give it a minute. That's not even a setup.
I think I saw Don Dom somewhere in here. That might be related to Don's, but who knows?
And I don't know about you, but that kind of looks like a unicorn.
Sweep NQ sellers.
That's where my stop was going to
Stop
be.
NQ sell. Iceberg ES buy.
What did we hit?
Sweep ES buyers.
We hit a very big iceberg on NQ. Not 10 o'clock yet.
Yeah, I had doubts on that big push. And sure enough, they sweep the book.
Technical errors are not fun. Always should turn on my brackets. Another. So what are we seeing right now? We're seeing a lot of consolidation, seeing a lot of wicks, and Bookmap is also showing us consolidation with the orders above and below price. So we have to break one of these directions in order for us to go the other way. And when price looks like this, like we're holding a level and we're holding a level, then you don't really know which way we're going. But if we're going like this or chopping down, then we can kind of see that we are going to go in a certain direction. So let's see how that 5 minute fair value gap held. Oh, still holding. Still holding. Let's see what the 15 minute looks like. Okay, we're starting to hammer up. But that first candle is pretty neutral. I mean, if you want to ask me what I feel like we are still going down, but the market doesn't want to make it easy for us. I just want to see if that's an IFVG there. No, I know dodgy trades on the 30 seconds sometimes. So I got about another half an hour. Like, it does look like price wants to fall, but looking like we're gonna fall is not really a setup. So let's wait for VWAP. Let's wait for the range.
837.50. You gotta break that. Let's see if that liquidity can get broken.
37.
Right now, we're kind of building a profile, a POC. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
this got it at 57.90. So let's see if we can move that POC on the NQ down here. Where we at?
Who else's bladder fills up during market open? I like to have my coffee, but I also like to have water because I find that I can go all day without drinking water. So I know I broke my rules already. Very fast, actually. Very fast, within about 10 minutes of market open. But I think that's just what happens when I trade NQ. I always seem to break my rules when I trade NQ versus ES. I wait for my setups. Okay, 10 o'clock. Let's see what kind of volatility we have. And they say that we have volatility on the top of the hours, which I do notice, I do see. But we have that volatility because we like to create a tail. Very weird the way that my broker works though. 8 to 9, 9 to 10. So we technically should have a new candle right now, but let's see what happens in 20 seconds. 10 seconds. There, look, it would have taken my stop. 3 seconds. Are you gonna make a new candle? No. Weird ass broker. Alright, so this is nothing. There's nothing going on here. We could guess. We could guess we're going up. We could guess we're going down, but that's it's a coin flip. And I spent a lot of my time trading gambling, so let's not gamble any longer. All right, so who's gonna guess? Are we gonna go up? Or are we gonna go down? Or are we gonna consolidate? Okay, so we've got a really big algo order at 9:20, and it's a really thick line, and you can see that the lines are over to the side. We also have a couple other orders building up price, but that's a really big one. So let's see what happens. ES still has those orders there at 5,800, but I'm not really too convinced that it's an algo because it's closer to the left-hand side. But as we go up to 5810, it does turn into algo.
Iceberg ES buy.
Yes. All right. So if we had taken a long at that 5-minute fair value gap, which it held for both, like this looks like a pullback. So we go up, we fizzle out, we pull back, and then we're going to go up again. Which seems to be what we are doing. Okay, so had I held my stop the way that I said I was going to, so a close below this, then I would not have lost. It just would have been in pretty big drawdown. I think my entry was up here though. And then you have your entry here for a target here and a stop loss there. That's a negative RR. Good job, Samaya.
Sweep and Q buyers.
All right, let's see what happens as we touch PPOP. Okay, so we
Sweep
took
ES
that 5,800 with really big buy volume on both. We took the algo order on NQ. Huge
Iceberg and
bulls.
Q buy.
I guess that's the news for home sales. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Justin Lee for Bears. How are you doing today?
So let's say, oh, I did not mark my London high. What is going on with me today? I'm pretty sure I marked it.
Hello, silly thing. Hi, or Pank. Good morning.
Okay, at least we did all of our notes. Notes are good. Oops. Not really seeing much to go short, even though we did tap into VWAP, but okay, now we have a close above. We have a close above the 5 minute. And if we do want to break and retest the 15
Stop
minute,
ES buy.
we have VWAP to go up. Still seeing really big buy bulls. Oh. My NQ is frozen. Let's exit and try again.
Absorption ES buyers.
Okay, all resolved. So we could also target this. Target this. We probably have a 15-minute fair value gap here. Yeah, we got one here, so we could reject there. But honestly, price isn't really showing us that it wants to go up higher. Not yet, at least. If we didn't have these huge bubbles here, I would go short here. But I am not seeing many sellers. Okay, still using the liquidity. There's still buyers here at that 5 minute. Oh, look, this is looking much better. Let's see what kind of fair value gaps are there. Okay, we got a 2 minute. That's about it. 2 minute, 1 minute. Silver bullet. 7 seconds. 3 seconds. 1 second. All right, I'm in. So 30, let's target 60. So is my stop below the fair value gap? Oh, let's check our notes. We are not having good luck today. Oh man, we are not having good luck today. A higher time frame bias would be short, so don't ask me why I'm here long. That's okay. That's a really bearish candle. Now I'm just hoping. Now we're playing on hope.
All right, I think I got the Discord stream up and running again.
Yes, thank you, Alex. See what that 5 minute looks like. What does the 15 look like? Okay. No, it's gonna tap me out. So
Hopefully it's
it
running
was
over there.
without VWAP here, it would have been a better setup. So let's fill out our notes. Whoa. Down 31.25. Did stick to rules.
Iceberg ES sell.
Trade.
Sweep NQ buyers. Stop NQ buy. Stop ES buy.
Okay, so where was my stop? 799.
Stop ES buy. Stop
So it was
NQ
below
buy.
the 1 minute. But I guess what we should have had it was. No, it's that wick. We got wicked out again. Damn. Alright, I'm not gonna be upset about it. Pretty sure it hit our TP. Where was our TP? 17. Let's type a big LOL. Yes. It's fucking gay as shit. Every day I am proven that I should not trade with bracket orders. Every day it is proven to me that I should do what the professionals do with their stop losses. Alright, so I think what we're going to do Monday is we are not
I'll be
trading
right back. So get ready. Get your stop losses ready. Markets are about to go crazy. Every time I walk away, it does something crazy. So just be warned.
Thanks, Alex. Okay, now we closed above the 15. Just on the 1 minute though. We're forming a hammer candle, my favorite candle. Actually, we didn't form the hammer. No, we did not. Let's see, we've got about 40 seconds here until we close this 5 minutes. So let's see if we close above. We also have about 40 seconds until we close the 15-minute candle. So I'm just going to go take a quick peek. I'll be right back.
Sweep ES buyers. Absorption ES sellers.
Alright, hopefully nobody could hear me peek. Okay, so we closed just a touch above. Just a touch. we still might want to retrace here, so. Also, too, my entry was pretty high because I had to enter right here. And as I entered, it literally immediately went against me. What are we seeing on Bookmap? Okay, about 15 minutes till I gotta sign out for the day. A couple orders above price, and we're building at 950. So 950 is right here. It belongs here. Okay, now we're forming a hammer candle and going on NQ. So let's check. No. 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 2 minute. 1 minute. Big seller. Big seller to the bottom there, but we had absorption. 10 seconds till this candle closes. Did we take any liquidity here? So we took that liquidity, and we have SMT. Should we give it one more go? No. 30 seconds. But as you know, everything can change in 30 seconds. What does the 5 minute look like? We do have a 5 minute close above that orb. One more minute till we make another 5 minute candle. And by the looks of it, we would not form a fair value gap there. Let's see what that 4 hour looks like. Damn, these candles suck. We also had a 15 minute close above too. So did we form? No, I don't think we formed a 5. Not even yet. 1 more minute. But it's not. There's not going to be a 5 minute there. Not with the way that candle is moving. All right. So the CVD has gone from red to now green, which means that many people are in long positions where they might probably get trapped, actually, if we do start going down. Already closed. Oh, that is where I would take a short. Oh man, I missed it. Once that 5 minute closed, I should have taken that. That is a short. Look at that. Okay, give me a pullback. Because we never close above VWAP, not on the 5 minute. And that's how I like to trade my my reversals. Okay, 5 seconds till this candle closes. See how everything can change? Let's target. If I lose this one, man, I am not doing good today. How is this for a target? I don't know if that's a very good target, to be honest. NQ, I am seeing very big red bubbles. Oh, all right. So let's get everything going here. I don't know how I feel about this for a target. 783. I really feel like if we're gonna go, we're just gonna go down. We could manipulate now. Oh. All right, let's be honest with ourselves. We chased this one. Because now we have a really nice pullback that we could have gotten in on. Even the 15-minute never closed above VWAP. So let's just see how this one closes. We could maybe add another, but I don't know if I want to do that right now. Kind of chase this one. No! And now it is going to stop me out. Alright, that's okay. Okay. At least we're honest. All right. So now I'm at the end of my session, basically. Down on both accounts. And really, the only reason why is because I basically broke my rules. We did a much better job yesterday, even though our profits were not that great. So we went short at the bottom again. When really, if we see, we've been holding this area, so we would have been much better for a long. And our long earlier would not have worked because it never hit our target. Let's just see what happens here. Oh, we got lots of orders here to fill. It's either gonna go or come down. I thought about sending a long here, but I said, no, I can't break another rule. Can't have another bad trade. Not very smart. Let's see. 4 minutes to the 15 closes. 5. And the thing about trading is that a lot of times you see what you want to see. So life reflects what's in your mind back to you. And especially when you're trading and it's just you against a candlestick chart and you plus your plus the way you view things. So if you view things through a certain lens, then that's what you'll get. You'll get the results of what the lens is you're viewing. And I really tried to force. So what did I do? Okay, I forced this trade. And then I think I took 3 trades here. Let's see. Okay, those are my levels. Alright, so we've taken 4 trades. 45, 54, 09, and 23. Okay. Alright. What a week. What I'm going to do this weekend is go over all my trades. And then I am also going to write out my rules so we can have them right here. And then we can all stick to our rules together. Anyway, see you on Monday.